I'm in my back garden. Lots of different sounds around about me, but today we're going to work on our mental health and our mental well-being. And I thought we could take some time just to focus on some deep breathing. Deep breathing can help us when we're worried or stressed or anxious, and I think these times there can be a lot of that around for people. You know, when our minds get busy and we're overthinking things, you could take some time and do this. So today I'm going to do it in a seat, but you could do it lying down if you prefer. If you're lying down, if you can make sure your feet are flat on the floor as well, slight bend in your legs, or fully straight. When we're on the chair, again, feet flat on the floor, hands palm down, and again, if you're lying down, just palms of the hands on the floor at the side of you, cushion under your head. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on our breathing. So we're just going to focus on the breath in and the breath out. We're not going to hold it, we're just going to fill up our lungs. And release it. So no holding the breath. You can count to 5 as you breathe in and then breathe out. Continue that. Really focusing on that breath. Close your eyes if you need to. Nice, slow breaths. You might want to put some music on. Something slow. Something relaxing. Some people like waves. While we're doing this, some people like to imagine that they're lying on a beach or their favourite place, they're sitting in their favourite place. Just take a time, allowing the mind to wind down and take its time. Try and focus on that breath. Repeat that for a minute or two, or until you feel it's time to sit up. When you sit up, just take your time, don't rush, shake everything off, stretch everything out. Repeat that 2 or 3 times a day, or just prior to going to sleep, or maybe when you just get up. Okay guys, take care. Bye, see you tomorrow. Tuesday, we practiced a little bit of looking after our mental health, our well-being. As I said last week, it is equally as important as your physical fitness. So today, I thought we would focus on that again. Something a little bit different. So last week we focused on our breathing, and I hope over the week you've managed to practice that, because it does take practice, it takes time, and everybody is different. What works for one person won't work for someone else. So keep trying different things to keep that positive mindset. So today, when things are really stressful, we need to take time. So we need to stop. And that, I'm going to spell it out to you all. So S, just simple stop. T, take a breath. Another one, if you need to. Slowing everything down. O, try and observe what's going on, what's happening, how are you feeling, what are you thinking, why are you thinking that, or why are you feeling the way you are. P, pull back. Take a step back from the situation, maybe sit down somewhere and think, how can I react to this? But how should I react to this? That might take a bit of time, okay? But give yourself time. There's an extra P in our stop, and that's practicing a skill. So in practicing a skill, it might be doing some relaxation. It might be going out for a run. It might be reading a book. It might be putting really loud music on to give your mind a distraction. But these are the things you need to practice to see what works for you. One of the skills I thought I'd speak about today was doing a 5-4-3-2-1. So when we're in a situation of stress and we need to really kind of just stop and distract ourselves a little bit, or we might react in the wrong way or a bad way, think about looking around about you and looking for 5 things and naming these 5 things that you can see right now. 4 things that you can hear. So thinking, really focusing on what's going on around about you. 3 things that you can touch. Just take your time doing this, okay? Be your foot. But 3 things that you could touch. 2 things that you can smell. So you're really having to focus now. You're slowing things down, giving your mind a chance to catch up with itself. 1 deep breath in. And it might be from there that you go into some sort of your breathing for relaxation, like we practiced last week. These are just some things to try and help you right now in this difficult, stressful, anxiety-provoking time, but also throughout your life. So keep it in mind and keep practicing. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Week 8, day 2. So day 2 of our week is always our mental health and our mental well-being day. And today I thought I would explore how our thoughts and our feelings and behaviours are all linked, and how we can use some of the skills that we've practiced in previous weeks can help us manage those feelings. So what do I mean by feelings? Or emotion? So anger, anxiety, worry, stress. These are all normal things that every human being will feel at some point in their life. Probably more just now than maybe the majority of the time, given the circumstances we're in. But those are absolutely normal, and we shouldn't be ashamed to have those feelings. It would be really strange if we didn't have those feelings. But we can manage them, or we can not manage them. So I'm going to take you on a little journey called the fizz. So if you were to imagine a really big bottle of iron brew, and we shook it and shook it and shook it until those bubbles are getting bigger and bigger, and we didn't do anything about it. We didn't stop shaking it. We didn't put it down. We didn't let it settle. What would happen? Yeah, it would explode, or we would unscrew the top and the whole lot would come gushing out. That's what happens with our emotions and our feelings. If we don't manage that fizz that's bubbling up inside us, they explode. And when they explode, we sometimes say things or we do things that we really don't mean, or we wouldn't have done if we had felt differently. So today, my journey is about the fizz. So here we go. So here is the fizz. So you see at the top, there's the fizz. If we act without stopping, then we could become upset or upset others. If we can use a skill, such as stop, or our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or the deep breathing that we taught you, or the progressive relaxation, then we can make that fizz settle and calm down. But we really need to know what the fizz is for each other. We're all individual and everyone's different. So here we've got a bottle, and down the side is a scale 1 to 10. As you can see, there's different things. So 0, feel relaxed. 1, I can feel my heart rate increasing. 2, my eyes are changing, they might get wider. 3, I'm feeling sweaty palms. 4, my voice is changing, I'm feeling a little bit like I want to grit my teeth. 5, I've become silent. I really should be recognising now that I need to do one of the skills. But I'm not, and I keep going. 6, I'm feeling those butterflies in my belly. They're really getting really annoying. I could feel I'm getting irritated by little things. 7, I've started ignoring people. I can't hear them. I'm shutting them out. 8, I might answer them back, but my voice is really raised and I'm not very happy. 9, I might storm away. I might really be upset and storm away. 10, I might be upset or crying, or I might be shouting at someone. I really don't want to get to 10. So what should I have done? I should have practiced one of my skills. So remember, guys, it's about recognising your feelings, owning those emotions, and trying something to help that not go up the ladder of the fizz scale. What I'd like you to do this week is draw your little body and put what happens to you when you're feeling angry, or when you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling worried. And put beside that something you would try when you feel that way. So we've done some relaxation, we've done the breathing, we've done the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It might be for you going for a walk. It might be just tuning in with everything around you, listening to the birds, or just trying to slow all the thoughts down. But keep trying different things to stop that fizz spilling over. Okay, everyone, try that this week. Remember, keep practicing all the skills and fight that fizz. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Week 9, day 2. And as we've been doing for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks possibly, is our mental health and well-being sections. And we're going to continue that. So last week we spoke about feeling the fizz and how we can manage our emotions. Previous weeks we've done progressive relaxation, we've done deep breathing, and we've practiced some skills of the stop and doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can't remember those or you haven't been practicing, skip back each week and try and repeat those sessions. It'll help you through these difficult times of anxiety, stress. Some of us will feel a little bit upset. It might be that we just don't know where our emotions are just now, because so much has changed and things are different. And not everybody can manage change. So these are some things to help. So last week, feeling the fizz. So let's take a little trip down that feeling the fizz again. So just a little recap of the fizz. So here we are. So remembering those skills that we've practiced over the last 3 weeks. Okay? Hopefully, over the last week, you've worked on your fizz and what your fizz would look like for you. Okay, on a scale to 1 to 10. And what I asked you to do is think about what happens to you when you feel the fizz. So here I've put in some things on how sometimes when I'm feeling the fizz, what happens to different parts of my body, my thoughts, my feelings. So here you can see my heart rate changes. I get those butterflies, sicky feelings in my belly. I might stomp away from people, like I said on my fizz chart. I might feel excessively tired. My thoughts might be racing. I might get upset or cry. Sweaty palms. I stop listening to people. I kind of blank people. I shut them out. Stop talking, become silent. And I definitely notice my breathing changing. So that's when we have to think about what we do when these things happen to try and help us slow things down and think rationally about how we're feeling. So identifying with those thoughts and feelings and thinking, what can I do to help that? So that's when we bring in our life jacket. Now the life jacket motto. So our life jacket in normal circumstances, if you fell in the water and had your life jacket on, it would help you. It would stop you, hopefully, from going under the water and becoming out of control. So that's exactly what this skill is about. So what I want you to do this week, everyone, is think about what helps you when you're feeling all these things to help you manage to cope. So here we have the stop, the relaxation, the deep breathing, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But also I've put some other things in that help me. So talking to someone I trust. I sometimes listen to music, or I go out for a walk or a run. I might take the dog out for a walk, or draw or colour. I try to identify the feelings that I'm feeling and understand that these feelings are normal, especially in this time. Feelings and emotions are normal. It's how we manage them that's the thing that could get out of control. Also, I spoke to some other people, and some people read, or they might knit, or they might do some sewing. But one thing that I thought maybe, if you can, is asking Alexa to read to you, or asking her to put on some music. It's random, but it might just take those thoughts and distract them for a bit. Anyway, this week, everyone, try and identify and put into your life jacket what might help you when you're feeling the fizz. Okay, everyone, take care. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Everybody, week 10, day 2. And as we've done for the last month, we do a weekly mental health and well-being section of our lockdown fitness. So today's no different. We're just on a different week. So here we are. And last week we had identified with the fizz. We had talked about our emotions. And I had asked you to kind of try and start structuring that life jacket with all those things that can help you when we're feeling down, feeling a bit lost in our thoughts, maybe feeling sad, anxious or worried. And then thinking about that life jacket and all the skills that we can use to help those emotions not fizz over like our bottle of juice. But today, I thought we would look at naming the emotions. So I'll take you on a little trip about recognising, focusing on those emotions and naming how we're feeling, how we're thinking. Okay, here we go. So here we are, everyone. So naming the emotions. Emotions are normal and we all experience them. When we are distressed, it can feel like our brains are being taken over, and distress and worry can be really intense. Sometimes those emotions can be overwhelming and we can struggle to manage them. But if we can recognise them and if we can understand the emotions that we're having, we can then choose to make a positive reaction to those emotions. So today's about naming the emotion, another skill that we can put on our life jacket. And as you can see here, I've done a quick poster here of maybe some of the emotions that I would feel, starting with anger and upset. So that's the emotion. The thoughts I might feel about that are feeling really unfair. It's really not on, I'm not happy. Some of the body reactions, I might put up a fight, I might stomp about. Some of the behaviours, fight, run, I might shout, I'd be really angry, I might cry, bang things, storm. Then there's, feeling anxious and worried. Some of the thoughts there, danger, fear, panic. Some of the body reactions, I might run, might have a sore head, feel like my heart's racing. I've got increased breathing, it's going faster. Some of the behaviours I might have there are avoid, run away. Feeling ill, so I stay in bed. But am I really feeling ill? I think it's an avoidance. And there's sad, so my thoughts are feeling hopeless, maybe feeling tired, can't be bothered. My body's reactions in that is to maybe withdraw or back off from certain things, or do less, cry, maybe isolate myself or think sad thoughts. So I've recognised some of the emotions that I might have, and it took me a little bit of time to kind of go through those and think, what happens to me when I feel those emotions? You might see that I've drawn some faces that might interpret some of the feelings that I'm having. And if you're artistic, it might be a good idea to do that. So don't just name them, don't just write them down. Draw them. It might be a good starting point. Draw what that emotion might look like to you. It doesn't have to be a face. It might be a colour. Give it a try, everyone. Another skill for our life jacket. Name the emotion. And remember, emotions are normal and we all experience them. It's how we react to them that's important. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.